Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be filming our only eating American foods for the day. I have done this video before but a very long time ago, so I've probably got a lot more new subscribers since then, so just in case you didn't see that one. Anyway, we've got a really good day of food, so let's just get on with the video. I hope you guys enjoy this one. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Let's see what I make for breakfast. Yes, make. Good morning, I'm still half asleep, so let's hope this goes right. But this morning I am going to be making pancakes with bacon and maple syrup, which to me screams American breakfast. I have actually found the perfect recipe for pancakes. I've used the same recipe for ages. We all know I'm always half asleep in the morning, so let's hope I can pull this off. I mean, they're really easy, but you know, I'm just like, Here's the ingredients list. So if you're interested, print screen to use. I don't know how many this makes actually. So I'm just going to get all the ingredients. I'm not going to film me doing it all. I have my mix ready. We're going to put it on with a ladle because it gives the perfect spread. I've got my streaky bacon and I'm just going to put some butter on the pan. My flour was out of date by about 3 months, so let's hope this goes okay. This is when you know it's ready to flip. Let's pray it's not burnt. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Oh my god. This is why I don't like to film the process, because I was too busy seeing if my camera was in focus and I flipped my pancake badly. How good does this look? I'm going to put my golden syrup on. No, not golden syrup, maple syrup. Yes. How creased my pyjamas are upsetting me, but these angles never fail to amuse me. I need a bigger table. Well, my table actually does go bigger, so maybe I just need to have it set up all the time because you can't really see me. But it's early, I'm still feeling a bit ropey. I'll talk to you about that later, where I've been, how I've been feeling. Oh, let's do a taste test actually. Look how good my pancakes are, please. Look, that looks like I've bought it. They were 10/10. I think the best ones I've ever made. They're made to perfection, if I do say so myself. Anyway, that is breakfast done, so I will see you guys for lunch. It's time for lunch and I have got 3 ingredients to make, can you guess? Cheese, some sexy thick bread, and okay, patoli. I always have lure pack, but when I went on holiday, my brother and his girlfriend stayed here and they obviously used up the lure pack and then rebought this because that's what they like. And I just thought, do you know what? I'm not going to buy lure pack for the sake of this, but I'm sure it'll be good, right? I am going to be making a grilled cheese. I haven't made myself one in an extremely long time, so I'm actually really excited. I don't know if that bread's too thick. I'll put it on a low heat and I'm going to put a lid over the top of it to try and, like, you know, keep the heat in. Is that, yeah? I actually really wanted to have a peanut butter and jam sandwich, but I always re-watch old videos if I've done them before, and I have done this video before. And I re-watched it and I had a peanut butter and jam sandwich. I was like, I can't do that again. It's got to be different stuff. I've only got one lid. I hope that fits over the bread. First thing we need to do is heat the pan up and then we need to butter the bread, but we're going to butter the outside of the bread so that that's what's going to be used as like the cooking oil essentially. So we need a thick layer of butter on the outside. Right, and then we need to turn it upside down. The cheese that I've got here is a 4 cheese mix from Sainsbury's. So it has mozzarella, cheddar, Gloucester and red Leicester. Hey, it's lunchtime. I'm gonna make... Cheese always melts into nothing, so although it always looks a lot, it's never that much. But yeah, then we're gonna keep this buttered side here and then pop it on the pan. Need to smush it down. Right, I've been squishing it down as I go. It should be nearly done now. Just turn one more time. My worst nightmare, oh yes, is having the cheese not fully melted, because that is soul destroying. Right, let's cut it and see if it's melted nicely. Oh, it sounds amazing. Oh, oh. I'm just going to put it on for a minute longer. Right, let's see if this has a cheese pull. Ready? So good. You know it's good when I don't even want to put ketchup on it, because I brought some with me. I'm at the ends. But it doesn't need it. So this is the first video that I'm filming since I had like 2 days off, which it's not, you know, it's not a big deal, but I was so ill. I thought my appendix was burst, like, or was gonna burst, or I don't know, I thought something was really wrong with me. I won't go into details because it's not nice to talk about, especially when I'm eating, but like I had a now appointment booked for my biab, and she's so hard to get an appointment with. And then I had a pedicure booked after, not by her because she doesn't do pedicure, she only does like actual biab. She doesn't, you know, like scrape all the hard skin off your feet and that. And I was so annoyed, but I couldn't leave the house. I was bedbound all day, and it wasn't even like, now that when you feel rough, you lay there and you can't, like, you put YouTube on, put the TV on. I was literally in my bed, just like staring at the ceiling, especially because it's been so hot as well. Luckily today's really overcast. I think it's like 20 something degrees. But yeah, my God, I did not feel good. And trust it to happen on my days off. Do you know what I mean? I know that sounds bad, but like, I'm not really an ill person. Like, I barely ever have sick days off work. I know I only work 2 days a week, but I wouldn't have minded if it happened on the Monday and the Tuesday that I was working, so I could have called in sick. So I'm only just slightly starting to feel better, so let's hope that this cheese agrees with me. Let's see the cheese pull on this one. Sorry guys, I was trying to get a thumbnail there. How have you guys all been in this hot weather? It was honestly so scary. In my area there were so many fires on, what days were they hot? On the Monday and Tuesday. One of the ones that was like really big, that was all over the TV, all over the news, was really close to me. And when we were sitting in Emma's garden, there was all ash coming over, and honestly it's so sad. Because no one expects stuff like that to happen to them or be near them. And because there were so many that was happening near us, I was just thinking, oh my God, like, it could happen. There was flats that went on fire. I always feel like each year is getting hotter and hotter, and I think, how are we going to handle it if it gets any hotter than that? I still don't think I'm over this illness though. I'm starting to get the sweats. It's only 22 degrees. I've got my windows open. I'm starting to feel it again. This was a solid lunch. I'm rating it 9 out of 10. If you decide to make one of these after watching, send me a pic or tag me. I need to go and sit in front of the fan. Final bite. I will see you guys in a bit for a snack. I've just been doing some editing, and I'm not gonna lie, my snack choice for today isn't great, because I went to Sainsbury's, who, whenever I go in there, they have like a whole section, but today like half the shelves were empty, which makes sense because I always slag off Sainsbury's and say that their stock's always shit, but I was like, I don't know what to do. I'm gonna have something I've had before, and these are Sour Patch Kids. So the only other options were like Reese's, and I just really didn't fancy chocolate. I wanted some sweet because I've got something. Why do I look so tired? I still feel rough, guys, I can't lie. These are Elite Sweets. What was I saying? I've got something quite stodgy for dessert, so I was fancying sweet. So the only options were these or Twizzlers, and I find Twizzlers, they're not great. Anyway, let's get on with some editing because I'm behind now. Right, my little lovers, it's time for dinner. I've got myself a glass of red because it's Friday and I need to pick me up after my illness. Now, Anything can make me real again, but hey. I actually just think I ate something dodgy or I'm allergic to something. But the last thing I ate before I got ill was tuna. So now I feel like tuna is going to be one of them foods that I no longer want to eat anymore. Anyway, I've got dinner. Went on to Uber Eats, and I selected American as the food thing, and everything coming up was burgers, and this place was the top place. So if you remember, I'm not really a big fan of burgers. I only really like McDonald's burgers, but I'm growing to like them more and more. And I was intrigued by this place. I say intrigued. I'm not excited by the sound of what it is. So basically they do a peanut butter and jam burger. And I was literally saying for lunch that I wanted peanut butter and jam. The classic American food that comes up is burgers and chips and all that type of fast food, glorious stuff. So yeah, like peanut butter and jam. There was a minimum spend and I didn't have that. So I ended up picking up skin on fries and sweet potato fries. I was just gonna get the skin on. They smell really good though. Oh no, I hate that. So much condensation. I love the way it always focuses on my head. There you go. They're gonna be even worse. Sweet potato fries. Here we go. Should we do a chip test? Yeah, they're soggy. Oh, they taste delicious though. Still very hot, which is good, but yeah, that's okay. Here goes the burger. Shall I get the description actually? So it says a 2-patty burger with peanut butter, house raspberry jam and melted cheese. Why is a burger in a bit of foil so satisfying? Oh my god, I think this might be really good. I know I only just tasted a bit of the cheese. Okay, should we just go straight here? That tastes like a barbecue. I can see the peanut butter and the jam, but it's a very thin amount, which is good. Oh, I don't know why I put my hair up, because I do look like an egg. And then when I'm editing it back, I'm like, why did you put your hair up? You look like an egg, and I literally do. It's too hot. Today has been the coolest day by far, but it's so muggy. Okay, they're hardening up a bit. I'm really impressed by this burger. I've started to eat burgers more because I've had a lot of barbecues recently. So you know when you feel like you kind of have to eat them. If I actually wipe my neck with this, there'll be sweat. I also got some garlic mayo. Tastes like a cheap garlic mayo. Right, I may not be the best driver, but let me tell you, the people in my area cannot drive. They literally cannot drive. It astounds me. Every day when I leave the house in my car, it astounds me. Oh, they put a thin layer of peanut butter jam on the top and a thin layer of peanut butter jam on the bottom. Yeah, people cannot drive, people cannot indicate, people do not understand the right of way. If there's cars on your side of the road and my side of the road is free, it's my right of way. You need to wait. Honestly, I had to fucking honk my horn at someone earlier. It roused me up, and then I was like, and they were like, and I was like, what do you mean? It's my fucking right of way. You're supposed to stop. You don't have to keep coming at me when I'm literally there trying to go through. Like, if they're already next to the cars and they're already out on the road, yeah, you wait and you let them through. Yeah, fine. But if they're nowhere near it, if you're approaching it at the same time, they have to stop. Like, and I'm just talking about this experience now because I literally just went to the shop to get this wine. Anyway, no one understands roundabouts. No one indicates on roundabouts. But there's a roundabout. This is so boring. I don't need to explain all the roundabouts in my end, but please tell me. Like, because living in my previous area, I've never experienced such idiotic drivers. But here, I feel like I experience them daily. Sometimes twice a day. I'm saying this burger is really good, but then I also need to remember it's supposed to be a peanut butter and jam burger, and I'm really not getting those flavours. Well, I am, but very, very subtly. I'm getting the peanut butter subtly, but I'm definitely not getting no sweetness from the jam, which is sad. I'm also getting very full. When I was ill, obviously I really couldn't eat much. I feel like, you know, when you haven't eaten much and you feel like your stomach has shrunk. I'm feeling the effects of this. When I buy my first house, I think I'm going to have to make sure it has aircon, because I can't be dealing with this. I'm literally so hot. And I don't want to make my whole video about me saying I'm hot, but I'm dripping. I'm actually dripping. Although I'm saying that, it's probably because I'm like sweating the bug out of me. Or the tuna. Someone that I follow did an Instagram poll saying, what app do you guys love the most? Instagram, TikTok or YouTube? 7% of people said YouTube. I was like, say what? And then TikTok and Instagram were really close. Instagram will never be a, what's it called for me? I don't know how I've got so many followers on there, because I literally am so shit on Instagram. Yeah, I was like 7%. I fucking love YouTube. But I guess it's not very interactive. But TikTok, I don't understand. All I'm going for at TikTok at the moment is TikTok Shop. Like, I used to love TikTok as like an uplifting thing that made me laugh. Not anymore. It's just like, these are my 3 favourite products for summer. These are my 2 favourite products for my makeup. I'm like, I don't want to be buying shit. I literally don't click on any of it. I say not interested as often as I can, and they're still always coming up. It's driving me mad. But and that I'll probably be doing them next week. Joking. Well, right, I'm gonna rate this burger 7 out of 10, which is high for me, considering it's a burger. But I am full. I feel like I've wasted those sweet potato fries, but they're really not good. Let me try another one. They don't taste like sweet potato fries. They taste kind of nothing. They must be frozen ones. Don't be offended by my American choices in this. This is just like a stereotypical American meal from a British person. I've got some dessert, but I definitely need to wait for this to settle, and then I'll be back for it in a bit. I have the perfect dessert. I was gonna go here anyway. Little did I know they had an American edition out, so I thought Krispy Kremes, donuts in general, remind me of America. And at the moment, they've got a taste of New York City. Like, how perfect. So, there's 3 in this pack. I realised that I haven't actually got one of them, so now I'm pissed off. I just quickly picked these up when I was in Sainsbury's. So we have just an original glazed here, and then the one with the marshmallow on top says it's filled with brownie batter topped with icing, biscuit crumb and marshmallow. And it's called the Rocky Fella. Kind of like the Rockefeller. My eyes still look so red. And then we have the New York cheesecake, which is filled with cheesecake cream topped with icing and biscuit crumb. There is supposed to be this stars and stripes one, but I didn't get that. Very crumbly. The flavours so far are very nice, but I'm yet to get this filling. What is that noise out there? Sorry about that, had to wait for that noise to stop. My final thoughts on this one is it's actually really good. Yeah, there's not much to say about it. It's just nice and sweet, and it's got the crunchy bits. Right, the next one has got a lot going on. I don't know how I feel about this because it says it's got brownie batter. I really am making a mess, but okay, that's not bad because it's got the brownie batter like injected, so it's not too much. I just want to get to the marshmallow. It's probably dry AF. That's better than I thought it would be. Right, it's too big. That's a very cheap marshmallow. Who remembers the s'mores, was it a brownie? From Starbucks, that was unreal. Let's do one more bite of this one. This one is definitely the better one. The one with the marshmallow looks cool, but it's just not a vibe. I'm gonna save the glazed because I really don't need to eat that right now. I'm very full. Well, it's safe to say I'm definitely feeling better and I've refueled my body today. I've definitely had a good day of eating. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're new here. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you in my next one.